All right. Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Coloniano D and welcome back to my Generation X olfactory experience. Today, as you can see by the title, I'll be unboxing Infinity by the House of Elyon. One of two releases from the perfume house. The first was Himeros, which I did a review on. Unfortunately, not many tuned into that one, which is quite sad to me. Overall, my reviews are not being viewed by many, which is prompting me to pull the plug on my review channel. I get it. My reviews are not the cream of the crop with editing and special effects. My reviews are off the cuff with limited editing. I have a full-time job and own a property, which takes up a lot of my time. I review when I can. This is a hobby, an expensive one, I might add. My fragrances are bought and paid for by myself. I don't get paid a dime or even receive a free sample. There are a million reviewers out there. I scan YouTube and there are a lot. There are some that had a different platform other than fragrances and jumped on the bandwagon and are succeeding. More power to them. There's no room for my simplicity, so I'll decide shortly what I will do. I just want to mention that. Thank you for listening to my, opening here, which is supposed to be exciting, which I think it is. And so let's get to this unboxing. Supposedly, I am to receive 3 variations of Aria because at the time that I ordered this, 3 variations of samples of Aria were offered. And I made the purchase, and let's see what's in the box. So Aria is a scent so rare, patience is its ultimate ingredients. But this one's all about infinity. So let's do the unboxing. I already cut the tape this way. I don't have to break out a knife and fumble around. This is the box. This is Infinity, and here is Infinity. Oh, and here we are. You know I'm gonna grab these samples right away. Let's see. Version 1, okay. We have version 2, nice. Now this is version 3 of Aria, the new release coming out. And here is Infinity. Himeros is right here. That's why I mentioned Himeros. Here's the bottle. Just a refresher. Very nice. Like I said earlier, I did a review of Himeros, which is an outstanding fragrance. Now the packaging is similar. As you can see, Infinity on my left, Himeros on my right. One is gold and the other is silver. Chrome, very nice, very nice. Excellent packaging. Okay, let's clear this out of the way. This is just a box. Let's put our Elyon there. All right, so here is Infinity. Nice. Love the gold. It's beautiful. Really nice. Awesome. And here's the box. The fragrance sits inside the box. That little nub there, so it doesn't rock around. Really, really nice. All right, so I'm gonna give a quick spritz of Infinity. Here we go. All right, so here we go. Very nice. All right, so the notes in Infinity. Features wild berries, saffron, which I get, black raspberry at the top. Definitely, you get that saffron. Nice. So saffron dominates these two fragrances, Himeros and Infinity. Now I'm going to spray Himeros a little bit on my other hand because I want, oh yeah, let me tell you, of these two right now, I might as well put Himeros in the picture here. Of these two right now, wow, Himeros is really nice. Let me see if I can. Heart, we have Damascus Rose, Batola Wood, which I have never heard of and could just be another word for oud or wood. Aged oud Assam and amberwood. Now, I have read other reviews about Infinity being feminine, or the more feminine version of the releases. Himeros is nice. Oh yeah. Infinity. All right, so I'm gonna let them dry in a little bit and sort this out. And I'm gonna see if I can lower this camera down a little bit because of what I was doing the unboxing. Now that it's done unboxing, here we go. Nice. So here we are, moving and shaking here. Nice, just the way I want it. Beautiful. All right, that's the unboxing. Infinity. Himeros is spectacular. This male scent here, if you haven't tried it yet, or if you don't have it, I suggest you do. That's what I'm gonna say. Wow. And you know, these are 40% oil concentration, 24-hour performance, and they're aged 35 months. You know what? I'm gonna include Himeros in the backdrop here. Nice little collection from Elyon. And I really do support Michelle and this venture that she's on. Very, very nice. Wow, look at that. Now tell me that's not attractive. Awesome presentation right there. Beautiful. And the fragrances are fantastic. All right, so let's do this. Right now I'm drying down on Himeros and Infinity, but it's not about Himeros. I just put it there because it looks nice. This is about Infinity. Yeah, it is. This Infinity is more oudy, more woods. Himeros is more leather. Very nice. So what I'm gonna do now I have the 3 samples or the 3 variations of Aria in this little setup here. Nice. Very nice. Okay, so here we go. I already marked. Oh, it's nice little, hey, let me tell you, that's a really generous sample of Aria. Wow. Okay, actually, let's see, let me spray one. This one's a little bit more earthy. Now, the highlighted notes for Aria is Szechuan pepper, Malaysian agarwood, Lebanese ambergris crystals aged 50 years. So this is version 1. Let's give it another sniff. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Bulgarian Immortelle blossoms. I love Immortelle. All right. So that's version 1. Let's go with version 2. Let's open this bad boy. All right. Very nice. I love these sample sizes. You know, you buy a lot of samples. You buy a fragrance, you get sometimes a little tiny dabber, which is kind of a turn off a little bit. This is version 2. Wow. Version 2. I'm gonna let that sit. I'm gonna let that sit for a second. It's definitely different from version 1. So far, version 1 is my favorite of the 2. So this is version 2. Okay. So let's do version 3. I'm gonna have to come back to version 2. Let's see. I don't know. Let me see version 1. Yeah, version 1 is more woody. Version 2, you have more florals in there. So version 1 has more woods, version 2 is more florals. Let's go version 3. All right, let's take version 3. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. Yeah, the Infinity, by the way, it's drying. It's got that saffron, more rose, a little bit sweeter. Very nice. Very nice. Infinity's nice. I'd say of the 2, Infinity's more on the feminine leaning side. Ooh, look at the color. Look at the color of version 3. I'm anxious to smell this one of Aria. Let's see. Oh yeah. Yep. I tell you, right off the bat, version 3. Version 3. Oh yeah. This one's nice. Let me let's let version 3 soak in a little bit. Let that dry down just for a minute. Yeah, so I'm glad I received these samples. Yeah, so Himeros Infinity, Himeros, of course, the saffron, the leather. It's more male dominant versus the rose oud from Infinity. They've been done before. These are exceptional. They're really nice. So let me put my nose back on 3 here. Let's see what 3 has to offer. Three is a little bit more on the medicinal side. Very nice. Very nice. These are the 3 samples. Generous samples, I might add. Aha. The first one. Yep. This one has more of that immortelle. This one's floral. So the first one is really turning floral. So Aria version number 1 is definitely more on the feminine side. So let's go. Ah. Number 2 is nice. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's see number 3 again. Yeah. 3 is a little bit more medicinal than 1 and 2. 1 is floral. Yeah. So 1 is floral and definitely leans more feminine. More than likely, I would pass 1. I would pass on 1. Yeah, Aria, just by the name, seems to me this one's going to really be leaning on the feminine side. As for Infinity, Rose Oud. Rose Oud, Himeros, the leather. Of the 3, Himeros, number 1. Infinity, I'd wear on a special occasion. Himeros is more on the casual side. Yeah. Himeros is more on the casual side versus Infinity is maybe dress up. All right, so let me go back to these samples again and see how they're faring. Yeah, 1, definitely floral, feminine. 2, nice. It's cleaner. It's developing a bit more cleaner. Very nice. Number 3, that medicinal. Yeah. It seems like 3 might be coming off a little more dirty now. Medicinal, a little dirty. I'm sure there are variations of what's in here, but I'm going by the highlight on the website for the fragrance notes. Yep. Infinity Rose Oud. Himmeros leather, more masculine, infinity, unisex. Man can definitely wear it, no doubt. Really, really nice. Opulent. Yeah, infinity, if I were to use a word, is opulent. Definitely nice red rose. Yeah. Aria 1, floral, feminine. Aria 2, unisex, still on the feminine side. And I'm gonna be honest with you, more than likely I will not be wearing these. That's just my opinion. More than likely I will not be wearing 1, 2, or 3. But I have 2 of the better ones, that's for sure. Himmeros, masculine leather containing saffron, infinity, saffron, little leathery, rose, little raspberry, a little fruity at the top, nice. Wood, oud, rose, oud, rose, rose, oud, infinity. So that's pretty much it. That's my unboxing. My first impression of infinity, which is really nice. Definitely, if you're a big fan of rose oud, infinity. Aria, I don't think I'll be making a purchase of either one of those 3. So that's it. These samples are fantastic. Good size samples they give you. You know, I was thinking maybe a little small size. This would be good enough. Very nice. Good job on the samples, that's for sure. Yeah, I mean, one of these 3 variations will be picked according to a vote, I guess. Unless they have it already, because they're doing a pre-order. So if they're doing a pre-order, they already decided which one they're going to use. And this one comes at a little bit higher price of $250 if I'm not mistaken. So there you have it. My unboxing, first impression of Infinity. Really nice fragrance. Rose oud. I threw Himmeros in there just to, it looks pretty, looks nice, very sharp. Himmeros, more on the male side. Saffron leather. Infinity rose oud. Aria. Szechuan peppercorn. Malaysian agarwood. Lebanese ambergris crystals aged 50 years. Bulgarian immortelle blossoms. So that's it. That's my first impression. One more sniff. Yeah. Number 1, a little more on the floral side. 2, 3, yeah. These 3 will definitely be a pass for me, that's for sure. Look at the color of that number 3. Very rich, ambery looking. These are only first impressions. Maybe when I do my limited editing on this, I'll let these dry down a little bit more and maybe I'll leave a remark during the editing. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I will absolutely see you next time. Thanks.